Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And as you can see, it's raining. So there you go. So now, today, I'm on to something else here now. After finishing cleaning the deck. Look at all these nice things from my YouTube buddies. Look at that, eh? Nice stuff. And this tractor seems to have a cab on it. You got to get a cab, Dale. Even if you just make a homemade one and stick it on just for fun. You know what I mean. Anyway, on today's goings on here, getting a bit more foolish again today. So, we've got a problem here. Not a big problem, but just a problem. That pulley wobbles back and forth. So, what's going on there, I would say, well, the blower is 50 years old. The tractor and the blower and all that related stuff is a 1975 model. So we have a little bit of wobble in that pulley from where the bolt goes through is probably the hole is wore, the shaft is wore, and the hole in the pulley is wore, and everything's contributing to a little bit of wobble. So, our fix today is going to be my famous goop. Some of you have seen me use this or mention it before in other videos. And that's what I'm going to use on that today. And I'm reasonably sure it's going to fix the problem I'm having with it wobbling around a bit. Now, the reason why I say that is on this tractor, this Massey Ferguson 7 mowing deck. Now, just hang on a minute. I got to go and get a flashlight. All right, we're back with the flashlight now. And just want to show you here what I did before with the goop. Now, how this system works here, this is a 54-year-old system. So you can see a coupling. I got my foot caught here. Just hang on a second. There we go. That coupling there, that's on a spline. And the spline on the shaft going across and the spline on the shaft coming out of the gearbox. And the same thing on the other side. So in the middle of that shaft there's a pulley and there's a belt on it, and that goes towards the engine. So there's always tension going this way. So over time, the metal wears on those splines, and the splines start to wear a bit, and what will happen is they'll spin. And then because this is a timed deck, the blades meet in the middle where they're not supposed to, and bang, 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 and that's not a good thing. So anyway, I've fooled with it over the years and fooled with it and could never really get it to be good. So eventually I drilled holes in that stuff there, and I put pins in, and it was nasty to drill. All that stuff is hardened stuff. So when it was made, I guess it was made so it wouldn't wear out, right? So anyway, wears out, of course, but anyway, it was hard to drill. So I did the same thing on the other side and this side. I put pins in it, and that kind of fixed it up, you know. And But over time, we started having more troubles, and pins were falling out and all this kind of stuff. So 2 years ago, I had it all apart, and I put the goop on the shafts. That shaft in here, on the inside of the coupling. It slides back and forth. I'll tell you why in a minute. On the pins that I put it through, and the little cotter pins that I got there, or whatever pins they are, air clips, I think. And I did the same thing on both sides. And that was 2 years ago, and I haven't had a problem since. The goop has held everything together, and it seems to take all the shock out of everything, so it'll run smooth. And like I say, 2 years running now, and no troubles. Now, the reason why those couplings slide, that one slides that way, and the other one over the other side does the same thing. That is for taking that shaft out, so you can change the belt if you want to. That is the reason that's like that. It's a different kind of a system, but anyway, that's the way they made it. Anyway, the goop, I find the goop works great. Actually, this tractor here has a disc brake over on the other side, and the pad on the metal part of the brake pad is the pad is glued on with goop. Did that years and years ago. Yeah. And I've fixed many other things in the shop here with goop. And anyway, it's great stuff. It's the only downfall, like I say, is it needs time to set. You can't just put it together and away you go. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's going to help that system over there. Like I say, I'm going to put the belt on tomorrow after it's dried up a bit. And that's going to be that. Oh, I've used a goop on, I've been using goop for 30 years. As I said to my son, I said, I've probably bought 30 or more tubes of it in 30 years. Yeah, even he uses it, and I gave him a couple of tubes of it, so he's used it on different things. But yeah, it's great stuff. Like I say, with the Power 15 on the mower deck, everybody has their opinion about it. So I think it's great stuff, and maybe you don't think it's great stuff. So it's hard to know what's what. But anyway, I am happy with it. So I'm going to be using the goop. It's kind of, in a way, like for bolts and things like that, threads, it kind of acts like a nylock nut. It just holds things together. And I've used it on flywheel bolts to keep them from backing off. Yeah, well, great stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling and going on foolish, so there you go. Well, there we go. We get everything glued up with the goop inside the pulley, over the shaft, in the keyways, and on the key. The hole going through where the bolt is, and put some on the bolt, and put a little dab on the bottom of the set screw. So everything is coated. Now I'll leave it sit. That's one kind of downfall with it. In order for it to work real good, you let it sit for, I usually let it sit for 12 hours or maybe a day before I start to use it. So I'll wait until tomorrow to put the belt back on. And that'll give it time to set up properly. I think that's going to work. But we'll find out. We will find out. Now I've got to find a new system for a spring to pull that pulley or pull the arm up to tighten the belt. I've got to either shorten that spring up at the top there at that long hook, or get another spring. Not quite tight enough. He was slipping a bit last year, so anyway, it does need a new belt because it's not quite wide enough too, so I guess I'll have to look into that. All right, that's it for this little job. If I keep this up, I'm going to run out of things to do for the winter. All right, there we go. Have a nice day, or have a great day, wherever you're at, and whatever you're doing. There's that cab again, always getting into the videos.